stretching over 2,000 miles from the rugged mountains of northern Georgia to the wild, windswept forests of Maine. The Appalachian Trail is one of the most iconic long-distance hiking paths in the world. Winding through 14 states, it traverses a tapestry of landscapes, from sun-dappled hardwood forests and rolling meadows to craggy summits and mossy, fern-covered ravines. The trail is, for many, much more than just a path through the wilderness. It's a journey into the heart of America's natural beauty and a test of endurance, resilience, and self-discovery. The story of the Appalachian Trail begins in the early 20th century with the vision of Benton MacKaye, a forester and regional planner who dreamed of a continuous footpath spanning the length of the Appalachian Mountains. MacKaye imagined the trail as a refuge from the pressures of modern life, a place where urban Americans could reconnect with nature and find solace in the wild. His vision resonated with others, and in 1937, after years of planning, organizing, and countless hours of volunteer labor, the trail was officially completed. Since then, the Appalachian Trail, often simply called the AT, has become a pilgrimage route for those seeking adventure, challenge, or transformation. Each year, thousands set out to hike a portion of the trail, and a smaller but determined group attempt a through hike, traversing the entire length in a single, continuous journey that often takes 5 to 7 months. For many, this is a once-in-a-lifetime quest, a test of both physical stamina and mental grit. The AT begins at Springer Mountain, Georgia, rising from a tangle of rhododendron and mountain laurel. Early spring brings a riot of wildflowers, violets, trillium, and bloodroot peeking through the leaf litter. Hikers soon discover that the trail is more than just a walk in the woods. The path climbs steep ridges, descends into shadowed hollows, and fords rushing streams. In the southern states, the air is thick with the scent of pine and earth, and the calls of whip-poor-wills echo at dusk. As the trail weaves northward, it passes through the Smoky Mountains, where mist drifts among ancient trees and the views from Clingman's Dome stretch for miles. Here, black bears roam the forests, and salamanders, sometimes called the little dragons of the Smokies, thrive in the moist undergrowth. The weather can be unpredictable, with sudden storms rolling in, turning the trail slick and challenging. Crossing into Virginia, the AT traverses more miles than in any other state. The trail here is famed for its green tunnel, a canopy of oaks and maples that shades hikers through the summer months. The Blue Ridge Mountains rise in gentle swells, offering panoramic vistas from rocky outcrops like McAfee Knob and Tinker Cliffs. Meadows carpeted with wildflowers invite moments of rest, while the ancient stone walls and remnants of old homesteads whisper stories of the people who once called these mountains home. Midway along the trail lies Harper's Ferry, West Virginia, a historic town perched at the confluence of the Potomac and Shenandoah rivers. Known as the psychological halfway point of the AT, Harper's Ferry is a hub for hikers, a place to rest, resupply, and reflect on the journey so far. The Appalachian Trail Conservancy, whose headquarters is here, serves as a guardian of the trail, coordinating thousands of volunteers who maintain its footpaths, shelters, and bridges. Moving north, the trail enters the rocky, rugged terrain of Pennsylvania, often called Rock-Sylvania by weary hikers. The path here is strewn with boulders and sharp stones, testing even the most durable boots. Yet the rewards are great. Sweeping views from mountaintop overlooks, the sight of nesting hawks riding thermals, and the tranquility of quiet forests where deer browse among the ferns. New England brings new challenges. In Connecticut and Massachusetts, the trail winds through cool, shady woods and crosses sparkling streams. The Berkshires rise in gentle folds, and the scent of evergreens mingles with the crisp mountain air. In Vermont, the AT joins the Long Trail, ascending muddy slopes through forests of spruce and fir. The land here is wilder, with fewer towns and a sense of remoteness that deepens as hikers press on. New Hampshire's White Mountains are legendary for their difficulty and beauty. The trail climbs above the tree line, traversing exposed ridges where the wind howls and the weather can change in an instant. The Presidential Range, including the formidable Mount Washington, challenges hikers with steep ascents, rocky scrambles, and breathtaking vistas. For many, this section is the most demanding and the most exhilarating part of the journey. Finally, the AT enters Maine, the wildest and most remote state on the trail. Dense forests, rushing rivers, and boggy lowlands create a landscape that feels untouched by time. The 100-mile wilderness, a stretch with no towns or resupplies, tests every hiker's preparation and resolve. Moose wade in quiet ponds. Loons call across the water, and the air is filled with the scent of balsam and cedar. At last, the journey ends atop Mount Katahdin, the northern terminus of the Appalachian Trail. Here, the land falls away in all directions, and the sense of accomplishment is profound. For those who have walked the trail's entire length, the experience is transformative. The blisters, rain, and fatigue fade into memory, eclipsed by moments of wonder. A sunrise viewed from a rocky summit, the kindness of strangers at a trail town, the quiet companionship of the forest. The Appalachian Trail is more than a physical path. It is a thread connecting generations of hikers, a corridor of protected wilderness, and a testament to the enduring human spirit. Whether walked in a weekend or over many months, it offers the chance to step away from the ordinary, to listen to the rhythms of the natural world, and to discover what lies at the heart of adventure. For every person who sets foot on its winding path, the Appalachian Trail holds the promise of challenge, beauty, and the quiet joy of walking through the wild.